Good to see y'all. I just wanted to get on here to do a quick review because we are going to have a short quiz over chapter 1's lesson and 2 next week. I wanted to make sure we understood some of the similarities between the life cycles of animals and plants, and we're familiar with the vocab that we had seen so far. So last week I had you write your chapter 1 vocabulary terms, and I'm going to pronounce those for you now just in case we had any questions about how they should be pronounced. They were system, deciduous, pollinate, coniferous, seedleaf, germinate, seedling, fossil, and extinct. So lesson 1 in our science book is talking about the main parts of the plant. There are 4 main parts to every plant. These are leaves, roots, stems, and flowers. In different plants, these parts may look similar, but in different plants, they also may look very different. So I just want you to keep in mind people. Just because people have 2 legs and 2 arms and 2 hands, 2 eyes, doesn't mean that every person looks the same. We know that's not true. So it's the same thing in flowers. While they may look similar, they can also look very different. Now, all living things, including plants, need food, air, water, and space to live and grow. Now, plants don't require shelter like humans do, but they do need enough space to adequately grow and thrive. So that is the one difference between animals and plants. But unlike animals, plants make their own food, which is a big difference between animals and plants because animals rely on other things to feed them, whether it be other animals or plants. Plants need leaves because leaves act as the mechanism that makes the food for the plants. So a leaf system consists of many parts that work together. Leaves come in many shapes and sizes, and they make food that the plants then use to grow. And this food is a kind of sugar. Leaves use air, water, and the energy of sunlight to create that food. Now, leaves also balance the amount of water in each plant, and they will get rid of water if a plant has too much water by tiny holes on the underneath side of a leaf, or they will hold water into a plant. So some plants have like a waxy type surface on the outside. Those are typically plants that live in areas that are dry and don't see much rainfall. Those waxy surfaces help from the plants from losing too much water at one time. So leaves also can act as a deterrent for animals who might want to eat the plant. Sometimes they can be sharp, poisonous, or tough to chew. So lesson 2 talks about roots and stems. Roots are very important to plants because roots take in water and minerals from soil, and this is how a plant is fed. And if you have ever ate a carrot, you have actually ate a type of root. The part of the carrot that we eat is known as a taproot. So crazy, right? Now, at the tips of roots are tiny root hairs. These root hairs are what search for water in the ground. So these root hairs are much busier during the summer months because we typically don't see as much rainfall. There's not as much groundwater in the ground to be readily available. So they typically have to go deeper into the ground during the drier months to find the water that the plants need. Stems help plants by holding up leaves, flowers, and fruits. Now, there's different kinds of stems with different names. Some stems can grow roots and even a new plant from an existing plant. These stems are called vines. So, it's important to know that stems typically help transport water and nutrients to a plant, whether it be from the leaf to the root or from the root to the leaf. All right, guys, so that is just a very, very quick review of lesson 1 and lesson 2 from chapter 1. Again, you're going to see a very short quiz at the beginning of next week. And then we're going to talk about pumpkin life cycles a little more as well next week in our short week. We will only be having assignments Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You are out for fall break Thursday, Friday, and the following Monday. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.